Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G and in this episode of Breaking Brazil we are taking on Palmeiras away from home before a home tie against Vitória. We've come back a little bit earlier because there's been so much happening that we needed to catch up on it. Lots of changes at the club. Our squad has a bit of a different look now after a couple of weeks of the transfer window being open. I will get to that in a moment. We'll get to on-pitch action to start off with though. And we took on Fortaleza in 2 games back-to-back inside 3 days in the league. First of all, away from home, it was a 1-1 draw. Goals for David De Gea for them, and then Pablo Vighetti, who we'll get to even more in a moment, in first half injury time at 1-1, and it ended as a draw. And then 3 days later, we played them at home and came away with a 5-3 win. And we have a new name here on the score sheet after a minute. It was Rayan with the goal, 18-year-old winger who has come up from the reserves into our first team. He was actually mentioned in a comment by a viewer who is a Vasco fan. That is Valcarente. I hope I said that right, Valcarente. His comment mentioned lots of details about how Vasco set up in real life, and it's really helpful. And he mentioned this wonder kid out there, Rayan. So eventually brought him up when we could register him in the league. He has played a couple of games now, but he scored his first goal for us in this game after just a minute. Then it was a penalty from Leo. Lewis put on an own goal and Eric Marcus, and we held on for a 5-3 win. And then we took on Botafogo, rivals in Rio, and this was a bit of an up and down game. Ended 2-2. They went ahead after 12 minutes. We equalised through Eric Marcus. David put us ahead, but they equalised again, and it ended in a draw. And we made it back-to-back draws in the league. Another goal-filled game against Sao Paulo at home. It ended 3-3, and we have another youngster to mention here. But first of all, Adson got us ahead just after half-time. That goal was equalised. And then this youngster, GB, known also as Gabriel Souza de Silva, GP for short, a youngster we've called up because of something we're going to get to in a moment. But we called him up. He made his first appearance off the bench for us, scored twice in this game, and that ended up being the winner on 85, or looked like being the winner, on 85 from the penalty spot. But they equalised with 2 minutes to go. It was a 3-3 draw, and if we look quickly at the table, you'll see we are in 4th position at the moment on 36 points. But the team directly behind us have 3 games in hand. The teams ahead of us have 3 games in hand. The teams around us have games in hand. Table is a little bit mixed up. I'm not sure we are as high as we should be there if everyone plays their games. But yeah, our form has been a little bit up and down. We're winless in the last 2 league games, but back-to-back draws. Probably need a couple of wins in today's episode. But as I said, we're going to get to some team news, and I'm going to go back to that game against Fortaleza when Pablo Vighetti scored, because that is his final goal for the club, because he's gone back to his club in Argentina, I think, Belgrado. Yeah, his loan spell was up. They would not agree to extend it. We could have bought him, I suppose, but he's 35-year-old Argentinian, and that's against the rule of the save. We cannot buy anyone who's not Brazilian, so we had to let him go despite scoring 32 goals for us in his 51 appearances. Yeah, that's really, really disappointing to let him go. Good striker for us, but sadly we had to let him go. So that's why GB got called up. And if we look at the lineup for today's game, you'll notice there are a couple of more youngsters on the bench. Rayan is on the bench for this game with Adson starting. Another youngster, MT, also known as Mateus Nunes. Yeah, Mateus Nunes we call him, but MT for short. We've called him up as a midfield option because we sold a couple of backup players who were causing a bit of trouble about not playing. And then another youngster, JP, in midfield, also known as João Pedro Murillo de Paulo Moraes. I'm just going to call him JP, of course. But yeah, JP is another youngster on the bench. So that's 2 19-year-olds on the bench as well as GB. So we're starting to build a youngster team again. We haven't signed anyone apart from who's a player going to be in goals. And that's Adriel, who's in for the injured Leo Jardem. Brought him in on loan from Grêmio. And he is going to make his debut for us in this game because of an injury, as I said, to Leo Jardem. Apart from that, it is close to our full lineup. GB up front with David instead of Vighetti. Serginho is on the left wing because Dimitri Payet has an injury. Rojas also has an injury, so that's why João Victor is alongside Leo. Yeah, we've been hit with a couple of injuries. Problems, as I said, with players leaving. Just Vighetti really left, though he didn't want to go. We sold a couple of players who were unhappy, but we brought up youngsters to replace them, going to give them experience till the end of the season, and we probably won't make too many signings until the end of the season, and then we can completely rebuild this squad. But yeah, let's get this game against Palmeiras underway. So here we are away to Palmeiras, and they've won their last 2 games in a little bit of decent form as we come into this one winless in our last 2 games. 2 wins in our last 5 actually, so not looking great. Bit of a changed lineup, as I said. GB up front alongside David. We've a new goalkeeper in. It's just good to get on the pitch after a bit of a torrid time on off the pitch. We're just trying to get replacements in for Vighetti, but we've gone with GB, one of our youngsters. He scored 2 goals already. Can he get another in this game? João Victor with a free kick here, 10 minutes in the game. He picks out Serginho in for the injured Dimitri Payet, who's out for a couple of weeks. There's João Victor to Leo, our captain, into Paredes in midfield, on to David. Can he get turned? He's trying to get and take on his man here. David into Adson. Adson, in the box, couldn't win it. And now David, bit of space with the striker, goes back to Paredes, into Paulinho, into David. He's at the post. That's really unlucky. Clever passing there from us, but we don't score. Lewis Pitton with a throw in down to Paulinho, and we have 21 minutes gone. And can we create something? That's ball towards David. It's won in the air by Palmeiras, and they'll come on the attack here, but Paredes intercepts it. And now back to João Victor. Paredes quickly forward to GB. What can he do? Poor touch from the youngster. Gives the ball back to Palmeiras. It's up to Lopez for them, and out to Bruno Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Lopez. And lots of space on the opposite side if they can switch it, but Paulinho wins it back initially, but Make has it for them. Is he going to square it here? No, he's going to go back to the edge of the box. I'd say he does. Tackled by Paredes, brings down his man, gives away a penalty. It'll be looked at by VAR, but that looked a definite foul, and there's a chance for them to go ahead here. 22 minutes into it. No penalty given. Brilliant. That's huge. No penalty given here. It stays 0-0. Throw in for Palmeiras here. Gabriel Menino has it. Cross it towards the far post. Bruno Rodriguez heads it in. It is Paulo Henrique beaten in the air. Adriel in goal on his debut concedes, and that is a killer blow. We got away with one with that no penalty given. We haven't got away with it this time. It's a cross to the far post. He gets up. He beats Henrique. He heads it down. 29 minutes gone. It's 1-0 Palmeiras. Lucas Pitton with a throw in down to GB. Back to Pitton. We're trying to get back into this game quickly. David on to GB. What can the youngster do? GB! Yes, he scored again! His first start. First goal from the start for him. 2 off the bench in that game against Sao Paulo. That's a lovely finish from him. And could he be the man to replace Vighetti up there? He's already scoring goals. It was well worked here. Pitton to Paulinho. David picks out his strike partner GB. Composed in front of goal. Slots at home. GB has us level. Half time here, it's 1-1. We probably deserve to be level. We've been slightly the better of the team. Only shot they've had on target is their goal. We've edged possession. Our XG is higher. 1-1. Let's see, can we get a winner in the second half? Corner kick here for Palmeiras in towards the centre of the box. It's headed up in the air. It'll fall to their player Bruno Rodriguez again. He gets his second of the game, and that is sloppy defending off a set piece from us. And we go behind again, and Adriel in goal. Not a great debut for him. I'm not sure much could do about either goal, to be fair. In comes the cross. It was headed up in the air by Adson. Serginho couldn't win the header there. It falls to Bruno Rodriguez. Through a sea of bodies. Keeper couldn't get there. 10 minutes gone, the second half. It's 2-1. Bruno Rodriguez, 2 goals for him in this game. He wins the ball back there, and it is Palmeiras coming on the attack. Lopez, Enrique wins that one back. Leo now for us into Paredes. Here's MT, the youngster has come on off the bench to GB. GB in a bit of space. Here's Rayan, the wonder kid. Yes, Rayan slots that one home. Links up with GB. 2 of our own products from our youth academy linking up there and getting us back level, and maybe this is a sign of things to come for us, where we'll try and bleed plenty of youngsters into this team for the rest of the season, because we can't really pick out the players we want in the transfer market. What a finish that is from Rayan. We're back level at 2-2. Corner kick for Palmeiras here, 7 minutes to go. Near post header. One at the near post, free header. Thankfully it goes over. Another corner here for Palmeiras. It comes in near post again, and he gets free again. Scramble in the box. We boot it clear. That's poor near post defence from us. And now they have a throw in, and comes down this side. Can we win the ball back up here? It's Z Rafael into Rios for them. What a finish. We're going to fall to a defeat, I think now. I don't know if Adriel could do much about it. There's plenty of power on that shot, even though it was right at him. And that is a lovely goal, I have to say. But it was maybe sloppy defending from this point from us to allow him the free space in the box here. And then once he composed himself, it was straight at Adriel. Maybe the keeper should have done better. Doesn't really matter now because we're 3-2 down. Full-time whistle goes here, and despite the 2 youngsters getting goals, we fall to a 3-2 defeat away from home. It's now 3 games without a win in the league, and we stay in fourth for the moment, but the teams around us are going to close that gap up. And now we take on Victoria, who are down towards the bottom of the table. They're in mid-table, at 11th. Can we get a win there to end this run? So here we are ahead of the home game against Victoria, and we have made a number of changes to the lineup. Leo Jardin is back in goals, luckily enough, because Ariel actually suffered an injury in training, and our backup keeper Halls is on the bench but wouldn't have been fit enough to start. So lucky enough, Leo Jardin is back from injury. No change to the back four. We do change in midfield with JR coming in alongside Polino. We change the wingers with Rayan and MT on the wings, GP and David back up front, and hopefully we can get our first win in 3 games. First highlight here is a corner for Victoria after 5 minutes, and we clear it at the near post, but it falls back to the corner kick player Zika. He has a bit of space to get across in here. Joe Victor trying to stop him. Comes to the far post. Polino beaten in the air. Thankfully, that header is off target. Paolo Henrique here with a throw in down to David, who's come short for it. And now he'll give it back, will he? No, we tried to pick out Polino, but luckily enough, it falls to Leo. Here's Joe Victor into Polino. Gets turned. MT out to Lucas. Piton. Space for Piton. Crosses it towards Rayan. He scored again. Oh, Rayan really is a bright spark in this season for us now. Picked him up. Thanks to that comment from the viewer who supported Vasco, and into the team now, and he's making a real impact in the lineup. And he's here at the far post, powers the header home past Muriel in goals. 13 minutes gone, we're 1-0 up. Free kick into the box. Rayan can't quite get up to win it, but have we got a penalty here? It looks like a possible handball in the box, is it? The referee is going to check VAR here. We've seen in the last game a penalty not given against us. Is this one going to be given to us? It is. It's a penalty. It's for a push in the box and a chance for us to go 2-0 up here, and a real chance. It will be Leo, our captain, to take it. Fires it home. The centre back sends Muriel the wrong way. We're 2-0 up, and it looks like we're going to return to winning ways after those 2 draws and that defeat to Palmeiras, and a much better performance early here. Leo fires home that penalty. 19 minutes gone. It's 2-0. Victor in possession here as we come on the attack again. Here's MT. MT comes in field off that wing. Plays it through to David. Oh, he's taken down. Is this another penalty? Oh, we're going to get a second penalty in this first half. Oh, this will be a nice bit of luck for us, but poor defending from Victoria. Maybe that's why they're down in mid-table. The review has a look at it. Penalty given. Oh yes, chance to go 3-0 up. It'll be Leo to step up again, the centre back, our captain, and a chance to grab his second goal of the game. He fires it home. Keeper went the right way. Too much power on it. His 5th goal of the season. That's brilliant. We're 3-0 up inside 25 minutes of this game, and that should be enough now to seal the 3 points, get back to winning ways, and focus on building this team with the youngsters. Muriel got a hand to it. Too much power on it. We're 3-0 up. Paolo Henrique with a free kick, plays it over the top for David to run onto it. He does really well. He fires it wide. He was offside anyway. Lucas Piton here with a crossfield ball to Joe Victor. 42 minutes gone off the half. Can we get into half time? 3-0 up, or at best 4-0 up would be nice to get a 4th here. Here's David, has come short for it, looking for support. Can he get anyone with him? He's a little bit isolated. Gets across towards Rayan. Back to the box. JR is there. Is he going to get a shot? Polino hits the post. It's cleared by Victoria, and it'll stay 3-0. Half time here. Great first half from us. We are 3-0 up, even though they've had more shots, but we have had 3 on target and scored 3. XG is very high thanks to those 2 penalties. Possession is about 50-50. We've just taken our chances when they've come to us, and now we're 45 minutes away from a good 3 points. JR in possession picks out his midfield partner in Polino onto MT here. Not a great first touch, but he's still in possession. Goes all the way back to Joe Victor, and he has a chance to create something here. He picks out JR into Rayan. Rayan into the box. He's taken down. No penalty given this time, but Rayan steps up, wins it, gets the cross towards MT. Oh, 2 youngsters linking up there again. And maybe it is the youth in this team that will really push us forward towards the goal of this save of winning that Brazilian title inside 5 seasons. Rayan here, he was tackled, didn't go down, stayed on his feet. Then he picks out a lovely cross to the far post. MT beats his man, fires home the header. We're 4-0 up. 5 minutes to go here, and we've seen the rest of this second half out mostly. Poor pass there, gives the ball back to Victoria. Are they going to get a consolation goal in this game as they come through the midfield? They're into our half now with Osvaldo. Osvaldo brings it towards the edge of the box. He takes the shot. Leo Jardin happy to see that one go wide. Full time here, a 4-0 win, back to winning ways, a clean sheet, goals for 2 of our young products in Rayan and MT, Leo with 2 penalties. A very good night here for us. So there we have it, back to winning ways for Vasco da Gama. We're up in 4th position, we're on 39 points. We are 5 points behind Palmeiras, who we lost to. We are 11 points behind Flamengo in 2nd position, and then another 3 to Atletico Mineiro, who are top. So we're probably trying to hold on to 4th at the moment, where lots of teams behind us have games in hand, etc. So we're not really sure where we stand in the table at the moment, but it's good to get back to winning ways. We had 6 defeats this season, 6 draws and 11 wins. So decent enough spell to our season inside the first 23 games. Just look at the top scorers in the league. Hulk is top scorer with 12. He's joint top scorer with Pablo Vigetti, who of course we've now lost. So Endrick is there behind. So Vigetti had scored more than Endrick in the league, and we've lost those goals. But hopefully GB and Rayan and MT, those youngsters coming into the lineup, can make up for those goals we have lost. In terms of the next episode of Breaking Brazil, we're going to come back and finally take on Corinthians. We have moved that game back twice now, but we're going to play them in the next episode. They're up to 9th position in the league, so they're on a little bit of a good run. They were bottom of the league earlier in the season, but they built themselves back up into 9th. And now we'll take on Grêmio in the next game away to them. They're 17th at the moment. Not a great season for them so far. So that's the 2 games in the next episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, please drop a like on the video. Always good to see more likes and the people are enjoying them. Don't forget to leave any feedback you have in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel grow and helps you catch every video that's posted in this Breaking Brazil series. Videos are posted Monday to Friday, 6 PM Irish time, and subscribing will make sure you get the notification. There's also a playlist to catch up on everything that's happened at Vasco da Gama even so far, and until the next episode, please take it easy.